Okay, I think we're live. I think this should work. Let me know if you can hear me. And hello, Brett. Hello, Timo. Okay. Okay, yay. I guess you can hear me, huh? All right. So this is what we're doing today. Painting Senshi. Just finished that show yesterday. Hello, Timo. Okay. All right. I think with this one I might actually separate some elements a little bit more. So we'll see. Not for the coloring though. Oops. Wow. Hey Edson. You're going okay. Couldn't you write yesterday? Or what do you mean? Oh no, not yesterday, 2 days ago. It wasn't yesterday. Gonna focus a lot on painting today and maybe not talk the whole time because I want to be efficient with this one. You're that kind of random, yeah, I see. Okay. Senshi, you're masked out, roundabout. Oh, wrong button. Okay, just cleaning something up. Oh, what brush is that? Too much into detail yet. Gonna do this so I can kind of see what's going on. Okay. Okay, I feel like I want a little bit more of an arc here. Okay, that should work for now. I actually didn't think about what I want to do with this in terms of color, which I probably should have done. I just kind of grab something and see what happens. I don't know. That's usually what I do if I don't know what I want to do. I just grab something and just kind of mix stuff together. and see what happens. I kind of want this to be another one of those, oops, another one of those yeah, do I want him to be some kind of silhouette? Maybe having something like more cool colors like this, and then maybe also dropping a bit darker here even, still keeping this stuff, then maybe going a bit warmer here, and kind of having, I think most of those last pieces that I did in this format were it's like just kind of a character illustration, and in this kind of portrait format, like same thing with Vi. I usually, with all those last pieces, I always had a pretty more cooler light sources. So let's maybe shake that up and just do something. Do something warmer this time. And maybe actually just keep the background really simple. I'll think about that later. For now, I do wanna merge this with what would have been this layer. Okay. Let's do his beard color first. I like his beard. Oh, what did I do here? Yeah, that works. Okay. I think this is another case where I shouldn't even be too careful in the beginning. Okay, that's all of his beard. Okay, so it's a pretty warm tone. Maybe something like this, and then darker. Yeah, now that it's darker, it looks correct. That's one thing I've learned most of the time. Most of the times when a color doesn't look right, or like a color isn't what you were looking for, more often than not, it's actually a value problem, not a color problem. Yeah, that's okay, Britt. You can watch me. Okay. Let's go with his. No, let's actually not do that. Let's do his helmet first. Okay. Oh yeah, the horns. I shouldn't include those. Those get a different color. Okay. Well, I guess that one's just kind of gray overall. A little bit of yellow, maybe a bit of purple. No, I think this should do more saturation, maybe. Maybe a little bit brighter. Yeah. Maybe even a little bit brighter than that. No, that looks too bright. Nah, it's gonna be fine. Maybe the beard can actually go a tad darker. Okay, oh, and then we have the horns, of course. Those are pretty much yellowish. Something like this. Okay. And then let's see if there's some kind of multiply going on that I wanna put on top of it. Rectangle. Just to harmonize those colors a little bit. Because I wanna have range for the light. I might go out with this like kind of Rembrandt style, since this is kind of this portrait view, kind of like this. Let's see what we can do with this background. Sometimes I just no, I don't like that. Sometimes I just kind of play around with this thing to see what happens, to see if I find anything that I like. Yeah, this is actually, I like that. Okay, we have this multiply layer. Let's put in some lights. Okay. Yet another thing where I didn't really think about what I want to do. Maybe just some. Oh, maybe just some. As I said earlier, maybe just some warm light coming from the left. Yeah, I think I already kind of like that. And we have a very direct light source for that part. This part might probably not even be hit, but I'm just gonna go with it for now. Can always fix that later. Same thing with this lower part. That's something I'm gonna fix now. Okay. be some... I'm gonna have it come slightly from not so much only from top, but also kind of from the left. That could be fun. Almost like a kind of rim light. Then of course this one with the row A, pretty strong shadow. And again, to everyone who has seen me work a few times already, not really, at this point I'm not concerned about getting everything clean here, just to get the general idea in. I've kind of fell in love with this brush again. It has like sharp and soft edge, depending on what direction you're using it in. Gives you a lot of control. Yeah, that's amazing. That's what I'm always kind of hoping for, that people will also paint themselves or draw themselves while I do this. So please do that. Okay. And let's do... No, not like that. Let's do that like this. I want to kind of add a little of... Oh wait, should I? I think I should. His nose get hit too. Let's see. His big old nose, yeah, definitely, that's fun. Oh, I love that character. I've watched that show with my fiancé and I just finished it yesterday. So now I want to paint Senshi. That looks really like that. I like that it reads well. Okay. I should probably, if I let it kind of come in from the side, then this would be hit too. And let's this part get hit too. Oh, but not from the bottom there. That looks wrong. Okay, and this part would also probably not get hit. The helmet would obscure that from the light. Something like this. Hey Chandler, nice to have you here. Painting some Senshi, my favorite character from Dungeon Meshi. Say cutie patootie. Okay, I wanna add some what do you call that? I'm gonna add some some subsurface scattering. This is probably too much, but I can always turn it down afterwards. His nose too. I think his nose is super red in general, so I will paint that a little bit red anyway, but not yet. Okay, probably not on the helmet though. Oh, this is really loud right now. Let me know if this is too loud for you. Like the music. Yeah, no, not on the helmet. Just a subtle effect. And honestly, it's kind of hit his whole face a little bit. He looks a little bit pale. Okay, I like that. Something on the Slayer? No. I do now want some other light source too. Where is it? Here. Maybe actually just one coming from the other side? Or maybe slightly from the top. They're definitely not this strong. Yeah, that's more like it. Kind of hit everything that is facing upwards. And not yet hit by the other light source, because this other light source will be stronger, and therefore this one, this one won't be able to compete. Okay, looks nice, and maybe give him some. I guess this part there won't be too much light hitting his face. That's the thing. That's gonna be a challenge to describe his face while not having a lot of ways to make light hit there to describe the form. Does this look switched? Okay, it still looks good. Nice. Okay. Stuff like this helmet. I'm probably gonna go white on this helmet because I always do with metal and gold stuff. And it doesn't really make sense to give this helmet too much attention yet, because like these just light, like direct and ambient light sources will like really be only one factor that has a lot of influence on the helmet, and the because all the reflection stuff will be very influential too, so I don't want to overdo it yet. Okay. I would say... Hey ho, Mary. How are you? Nice to have you here. I wanna add some ambient occlusion now. I want it warmer. That's maybe a bit too dark. Yeah, maybe something like this. This one I'm just doing random shapes that I think look okay-ish, but again, this is still very much blocking in. Okay. Maybe little... Maybe tiny bit here, tiny bit here, not too much. Thank you, Mary, thank you. I'm doing my best. Okay, I don't want to go overboard with the shadows in the face yet, but a little bit. I like where this is going already, that's good. Working pretty fast, honestly. We've only been at it for like 20-25 minutes. I mean, I did have the sketch prepared, but but still, I feel like that's always a good idea, just because, I don't know, to me, the sketching part is never necessarily the most interesting part. It's more like this. So that's why I usually prepare the sketches beforehand. Okay. I think that works. Yeah. What I'm gonna do now... Oh no, wait, I have to do one thing. And for that I should probably do this. Oops. Give him the ambient occlusion from the helmet. Okay. Instead, you have the finished sketch already in your head, or just the specific part you're doing. So you have the finished sketch. Oh, I see. Like, that's different, Niner. With this one, for example, I pretty much knew I just kind of wanted to do a more or less basic portrait. Sometimes I kind of have a vague idea, sometimes I don't. It's really kind of different from piece to piece. Usually I do kind of have an idea like what I want to do, but I don't necessarily always have the exact piece or sketch in my head yet, because it's kind of hard for me to really visualize it. So I often, like in this case, I would know, okay, I want to do portrait of Senshi. Well, this is not a good example, but last stream I painted Vi and for McCain, and when I sketched her, I knew that I want kind of like a picture of her where you kind of, the camera is looking up at her and she's kind of ready to fight, right, in a very like strong pose. But I don't have the pose exactly, or the angle of the camera or whatever. I don't have that visualized yet. I just kind of have the, I guess, idea without the visual part of it, and then just kind of start sketching and see what happens. I hope that's what you asked, or I hope that's what you meant with your question. Okay, I'm gonna delete some of the line art that's just gonna be needed to paint over otherwise. Like this here. Kind of the part of the land art where I feel like there will be a pain to paint over later. Oh, and I should take a sip of water. Okay. Easy to forget that because you're kind of in the groove, like in general when painting, but when you're also in stream at the same time, which also kind of takes up some of your brain capacities, then it's even harder. All right. Yeah. I think this is okay. Oop. And now we don't have the layer problem anymore. Good, he has dark eyes. Like, as you can tell, I'm not trying to hit this style, this art style. I'm kind of trying to do the interpretation of him in my art style. So Let's see how that goes. Do I want him to look at us or to the side? Like right now he's looking to the side. If I want him to look at us, it's probably gonna be more something like this. I like that. Now he looks like he wants to make me food, which I appreciate. So this part at the top is kind of wobbly. Doesn't work perspective-wise. Let's see if we can just liquefy that or if I have to redraw it. Yeah, that's better. To develop your art style. I think honestly, it really is just a matter of drawing a lot and also looking at art from other people and kind of like for example, I watched a lot of painting process videos myself, and I think your style then inevitably oh god, I can't talk anymore. Will always kind of often turn into a mix of the art you are consuming yourself, be that like just looking at art or be it painting process videos and stuff like that. Like gonna turn into a mix of that and like your own preference and what you like, and just your own, like some people compare to like your own handwriting, and like the way you paint, the way you draw is also some kind of handwriting, which is always very unique to you. And I think for that to develop, that part is really just, it's gonna need you to just do art, and that will develop over time. Kind of same thing as someone who like learns to write for the first time, right? Will also in the beginning not have a super unique handwriting yet, and then that just develops over time, and at some point they will have, and not comparing you to a kid like who is just learning to write, but I think you know what I mean, right? So yeah, I think it's a matter of that, and in my case it's really a lot of this kind of League of Legends is kind of style is what I watched a lot amongst other things, and I feel like that's kind of where my stuff went. Like this kind of rendering style that kind of aims at making things look three-dimensional, right? What are you drawing? Katie's asking. Hi, Katie. I'm drawing, this is Senshi from the show Delicious in Dungeon, which is a anime adaptation that Netflix produced based on an existing manga. And I've just finished watching that show and it was very enjoyable. And this guy is a guy who likes to cook, and I like that because I like to eat. And I like to cook too. Not super good at it, but I do enjoy it. I wanted to give this this is very... Thank you. I want to give him some warm light there a little bit, because I imagine the light from the nose bouncing back and kind of hitting his cheek there and warming that up. Maybe even nano. That would probably not look that good. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, that kind of works. Honestly, should probably mostly hit here, because this part really does face down. Okay. Thank you, Leon, and welcome. Glad to have you here. Yeah, and greetings back to Vienna. I'm from northern Germany, so not. Oh wait, I don't want to go too much into detail, but it's probably on some of my socials, probably mentioned anyway. But yeah, northern Germany. Something here doesn't work out for me exactly, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. I'm gonna go with this for now. This part needs to be warmer, I think. Oh, Hallerzeug nach Tornisch. I guess. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, okay. This part of the image is probably coming a bit up. Catch some highlights. I wanna try what happens. If I hit him with some warm light here. I feel like his face is a bit too cool right now. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'm gonna keep that for now. I think I like his big nose. So funny. very much thinking right now about the planes of the face to kind of somewhat accurately, not accurately, but I want these, even though this is highly stylized, I always want it to be based on reality, and that's why even with a painting like this, I want it to make sense. Okay, and let's give him some, like this isn't super realistic, like it would be very hard for his eyes to really catch a highlight here, I think. But maybe you could argue that like something from the helmet is somewhat catching that, so I might do this like a line. Oh, I like that. Sometimes you just kind of have to cheat a little bit. And I think this actually doesn't look wrong, so I will also give him a little bit of warmth here. To make him look as friendly as he is. Oh, look at that. He's such a good guy. Oh, hi, Carolina. Nice to have you here. Yeah, thank you. I'm trying. I like this guy. Okay, and I should probably have an eyebrow here for him. You don't really see that in these ones. His eyes are in general a little bit of a different style, huh? I really like that character. He's so funny. Definitely want some strong highlights here. Nice. I'll probably also make this this helmet quite torn at some point. Like I don't want it to look super, like I want it to look shiny, but at the same time kind of damaged and worn out. I do play games, yeah. Not as often as I used to, just because of like, I don't have a lot of time right now to play games, but I do often play games. I also feel like I genuinely think that stuff like video games, movies, all of that stuff is so important for artists because it's just another source of inspiration. I'm actually really happy with how this is turning out right now. I already like this, and we're only like 40 minutes in. This beard is gonna be so much fun. Oops. The deltoids here. And maybe have some indication of the biceps coming through. It's so rare that I paint characters with semi-realistic bodies. I guess I should say with actual like anatomy in place. Because Winnie, for example, there's not a lot of anatomy to be seen just because there's no muscles to be seen. Thank you, Katie. I appreciate it. I mean, he looks cute in general. Hard to get wrong. This part would be more in shadow. Okay. Kind of want this to be hit. So I should stop always doing the zooming in and out. It's probably a bit distracting when watching. It's kind of something I'm so used to. Okay, I want to kind of establish the darkest color of this piece. Maybe that. At least for the helmet. We'll see, maybe warm this up a tiny bit. And also push the highlight color for the cool light. This fun. I actually enjoy painting him so much. It's so different from what I usually paint, but I guess I should do that more often. Establish some kind of more, let's do brights. Yeah, maybe something like this. Need color variation in that helmet. Oh, stretching. Okay. and some water to remind myself to drink enough. Okay. All right. These have to wrap around a little bit more. And then do need some more ambient occlusion there. And like to the artists among you, which I imagine are probably most of you guys, feel free to ask questions if you have any questions. Maybe you don't, that's okay too. But that's what I'm here for. People or backgrounds, I mostly enjoy people. Like I usually do character illustrations, and I do enjoy painting backgrounds too, but I usually never paint only backgrounds. Like that's very rare. Usually it's still like, usually my pieces still have their focus on like the character. Like again, I say character illustration, and then there are sometimes some more elaborate backgrounds, of course, but like again with this one, I don't really do a background because I want to do these stream pieces relatively quickly. But usually with my like bigger pieces, I do paint backgrounds too. But yeah, to answer your question, I enjoy characters more. Which also, though, doesn't mean that I don't enjoy backgrounds, just to be clear there. Like I think in general, I kind of enjoy painting everything, so. I'm thinking right now I should probably, like one, I want this to be darker. Right here. I'm thinking right now I should probably give him some warm bounce lights. Then we have more tools to describe the form, but that's too not warm enough. Because the thing is, if the light comes from the left, kind of top left, then it might hit something on the right side, which bounces back and hits the planes facing the right side. So even though we don't see anything being there, but there might still be something. And that's just kind of thing where you can kind of invent some elements or lights just to make it look better. Because we don't want to be scientifically 100% correct. We want to have something that looks nice in the end. And this is just a free way to, or like a free additional tool to describe forms. This is too much, so I'm gonna just slightly brush over that again. Yeah, something like this. I like that. Oh, and here in general, like that's the thing, I didn't even consider that yet. Like the light will hit this part so hard, it's gonna bounce all the way back up. So we can really warm this up. That just makes it look so much realistically. Or not realistically, but like, again, more three-dimensional, I guess, forms are better described, which again is the style I'm aiming for, which doesn't mean that that's the only valid style, of course, but that's what I usually do and what I enjoy. I think I shouldn't overdo it with the face though. And also here. Nah. Okay. Okay. Should have really turned down the line art, like this is wait, am I on the right? Wait, what layer is this? Did I create a new one for this? Yeah, because now I will just have to manually paint over all this line art. Because of course I don't want to keep this. This is just had the purpose of a sketch. So that's kind of annoying. Now usually I reduce the opacity before I merge everything, but yeah, again here you can see the stream situation in its full effect. I think it's so cool. I'd be happy to get better at it. Yeah, then like I agree, painting is really cool and it's a lot of fun and it's super meditative, in my opinion, to just put brush strokes down and yeah, and honestly, it's just a matter of like, I feel like it's very much a matter of both like getting better. I mean, very much a matter of both kind of consuming content and like getting some theoretical knowledge, and apart from that, just paint a whole damn lot. Thank you, Britt. Hello. It's the boy. It is Senshi. Loves the lighting. Thank you. I don't know if you can hear me. I know earlier I didn't have speakers. I'm gonna do this. Thank you, Timo. Dankeschön. It's actually so much fun. I love this character. He's so funny. We can hear you now. Okay, perfect. Brad, what? Whoa, hey. this line, or I don't know. Give him bread. Hi, Mississippi. I want bread too. But you said we can hear you. Are there more of the ninja clan? Yeah, that still works. What is this thing on his... I need your help. This thing on his helmet, this star-like thingy. Is that supposed to be like a cut, or is it supposed to be like some kind of engravement or something like that? I'm wondering right now. Because I honestly have no idea. Yeah, right, I always assumed that too, that it's better damage, but I'm not sure. Like, technically it doesn't really look like it's actually like damage or like carved in, but I think this is probably like for the purpose of being able to actually animate it efficiently. Hi Edson. Yeah, I'm making progress here. I'm actually really happy with how this is turning out. Hi Christine. Thank you. I mean, it's not my character, to be fair. Like, it's a character from a TV show, Netflix, and this is how he looks in the show, and this is kind of my interpretation of him. Okay, let's see, do I want to push the highlights more? Like the ones in his eyes, I mean. I think this works. I also want to give him a little highlight on his nose. Maybe with this brush, some free texture. It's literally just a brush that does this kind of thing. The very pixelated texture, and when you make it very small, it's nice for these kind of things. Okay. Okay. Maybe actually catches some reflection from this horn. Maybe here too. I think I like that. And then I want this part to catch something very dark that is not visible in the image, but just imagine it's there. Because the thing really is, like, if you want to make something look shiny or like metal, it's all about having a lot of contrast, and I mean a lot of contrast between the light parts and the dark parts. Okay, I want to take care of the beard now. Oh gosh, I always love to paint hair on this one. Like, honestly, my favorite things to paint are hair and metal / gold or whatever. Senshi is just like 90%. 90% metal and hair, so perfect character for me to paint. Oh man. That guy is so silly. I gotta be careful though with the beard that I don't have like busy areas all over. Like I need some areas for the eyes to rest at as well. And probably honestly this part would probably be darkest, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a darker color on there, and that will also allow me to kind of unify everything and push it together. And that's too much though. Because the thing is, just explanation for those who are interested, like if we think about the beard as a three-dimensional object, right, then you could say if you very much exaggerate it, it's kind of like a bow, and this part is kind of facing up, this part is facing there, right, and this part's facing there, and so on. Like if I take this part, right, this part of the beard, I mean, like this is kind of going up, this is kind of going down, this is slowly tucking under. Same thing for this side. And here sunlight is hitting like this kind of area. Here we have the cool light hitting. And here would be light that is reflecting back from the sunlight, coming here and coming back up. But here nothing's really reaching. That's why I use this part to like make that the darkest part. Hope that makes sense. But sadly useless. How can it be useless if it's so pretty? But yeah, I know what you mean. I think it's just much like too yeah, what's the word? Too soft? No, not too soft. Too like it's not very durable, right? You can't really make tools out of it, I think. That looks good. So there's that, at least one thing it has going on for it. Kind of really jumping all over the place right now here. would be mostly, this part won't really be hit. Gonna throw that into a bit more shadow. Oh, that's all. I don't really know stuff about computers, honestly. But I guess in that case, it's really not too useless. I think I kind of want to make, like, as the more we come to the like lower part of the beard, I think the less contrast I want to have in there, because I don't want the eye to travel here. That's why I need to put the details more on the top areas and have this kind of more, yeah, unified. Because that part's not where I want the person looking at the painting to look at. The important part. Thinking about swords and palaces, rather bad metal, building blocks and blades. I only know that it's not super good for weapons and stuff. I only know that because I played in Minecraft. Which again shows you how much that game teaches you about the world. Okay. Oh, this still looks good when I flip it. That's good. At least to me. I'm happy with this, actually. Okay. I want these big shapes of the beard resolved first, or figured out first before I start to go into details. Something you should generally do with hair. That's not true, you should do that for everything, actually. Like, always from big to small, that's basically true for everything, I would say, when you're painting. But honestly, me having to kind of go over all of this line art that is left is just kind of could have been avoided. Lesson for next time. Even when you're streaming, think about what you're doing. But well, it's fine. It's not too bad. this works. Looks so fluffy. Fur counts as hair, yeah. I mean, it's more or less the same thing, really. Like, I don't really think there's a difference between hair and fur, except for that, like, for animals we call it fur, right? And for humans we call it hair. It's the same principles apply when you paint it. Yeah, exactly. I would think so too. I should warm all of this up. It feels too cool. Yeah. Because again, light from the beard would bounce into this deltoid there. And on this side it's fine that it stays so cool, but not on the left one. And yeah, here's his biceps coming out. Something like this. Okay. So I will paint with a pancake for a little bit. Okay, the sword is there. Hit that with a little bit of swoop. It's almost a tad too shiny. I know, I think it will be okay once I actually carve into the shapes, because again I do want to make this look a little bit worn out. Yeah, that's okay, that works. Maybe some scratches here and there. And sometimes, yeah, like to use the sharpen tool just to kind of push these areas a little bit. I'm gonna put in this scratch here later. Already one here, but that's not gonna be the big one. And maybe also have some damage here. Kind of carve back in and out. Yeah, because I really want to make this look damage. I feel like a super shiny and like new looking helmet. It doesn't look like it has been through something. Wouldn't fit the character. Okay. Maybe let's actually see if we can now kind of do this part, because I gonna be fun. Let's first get the general shape in. It's kind of really just like a star in it. And how would this work? So this part would kind of crave in, right? If this is just literally destroyed. And we don't want this crevice to be just one color, otherwise it will look unbelievable. Or it won't look believable is what I should say. And maybe this part. I think it's the inside parts would probably also catch a little bit of reflection. I think I like that. What do you think? Is that too much? No, I want some attention in that area, so that's good. But maybe not this purple light. That looked too purple. Do you ever draw on paper? I started drawing on paper. Like I didn't have, or didn't draw digitally from the get-go. This was started working on paper, and actually, like my whole childhood, I've always just drawn on paper. Nowadays, I don't do it often anymore. Sometimes, but mostly I work digital. But I feel like it's always a good thing to start learning on paper, because not having an undo button, for example, kind of forces you to think more about what you're doing. And that's how you learn. Oh no, that's too pink. Yeah, that's what I wanted. This kind of looks like, what does it look like? I forgot the word. It does look like something. You probably know what I mean. This is fine liner or something. True. Yeah, absolutely. Fine liners are really good. Like what I used to do was, like when I was young, I loved to draw Disney comics. And I basically would, I had this brush, like a drawing brush, where you actually had to tip in the brush into like a little ink thingy, and then you could do like maybe put down 3 or 4 marks, and then you had to do it again because your tip was already out of ink again. And that was really a lot of fun. What's your streaming schedule? I've actually, like, I don't really have one yet because I literally just started it actually. Like I did like 3 or 4 streams a good while ago, like months, if not even a year or so. And I was just kind of now getting back into it, and I'm kind of in the mood now to do this more often. And I've done one 2 days ago, and now this is the second one I'm doing, and I don't really have a set schedule. Maybe at some point I will have, but because I just kind of have to go by, like I think I can already kind of say that I will very likely do another one tomorrow, because honestly I want to finish this piece, and I won't be able to do that today, I can tell that, because I don't want to stream for too much longer. I was aiming at around 90 minutes, which we reached already. So basically, tomorrow is going to be a new one, and I will say that. But apart from that, I don't really have a set schedule yet. That might change though. But yeah, be sure to follow me on my socials, and there you will definitely always see when I announce a stream. Gosh, metal is so much fun. That's okay, Katie. Thank you for being here. And yeah, have a good day, evening, night, wherever you are. And again, thank you for hanging out. Hope to see you again. Oops. Yeah, I like this kind of torn look here. This will probably reflect a lot from the beard, though this is too orange. So this part is quite far back. Shouldn't forget about that, so I should probably have a little gradient there, something like that. And maybe push that. I want some highlights going on there. Maybe I have to see if I like that. Yes, I do. Though I should not overdo it, because this shouldn't catch more than his eyes do. What happens if I do this? Nothing good. Oh well, honestly, maybe a tiny bit. He's such a sweet guy. Honestly, though, I have to push his nose more into the reds here in a second. Just because he has such a, like, it's, I feel like it's just part of his design that his nose is so red. Let's see. So what I like to do, I adjusted the layer underneath to be a bit more red and purple. Now I take the upper layer again and start erasing parts of that. And then the other layer comes through, as you can see. I'm gonna give him a little bit of a blush. It's cute. And then... Okay. Have to be careful not to overdo it. But I think this looks good. Yeah, maybe even a little bit more here. I think that works. Okay, so yeah, we're like 95 minutes in. That's kind of what I planned. And since I'm not going to be able to finish this anyway today, like I think kind of need another session like this. Probably not even, maybe a little bit shorter than today. And I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to finish this tomorrow, probably at the same time as today, like 4:15 UTC. Which would be for my German watchers is 6:15 again, or 18:15. Yeah, gonna finish that tomorrow. it was a lot of fun. I'm really happy with how this is turning out, honestly. And yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for being active, and hope to see you guys tomorrow again. Okay, and again, have a nice evening, have a nice day, have a nice night wherever you are. Yeah. See you guys. Thank you. I'm bad at ending these streams, so I'm just gonna do it. Otherwise I just keep talking. Okay. Thank you everyone. Goodbye. Tschüss.